we're going to start off with me hitting the wrong button, right? We're going to do that again, everybody. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. There we go. Everybody
That was
here?
cool.
Yeah, I loved it.
So since we made the mistakes, we got all the mistakes out of the way.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Yep.
so we're all good to go. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can't tell who's all here, so I'm going to go back to the comment part while my great host,
Tell
who
you.
I'm so glad to be working with, get to introduce themselves. So let's start this way. Barrett.
Okay, sure. Hi, I'm Barrett Laurie. Over on my channel, I talk about my journey to becoming a traditionally published kidlit writer. So if you want to join me on that journey, head over to my channel and we will do all of the things. And this weekend, my goal is to get 2 chapters done in my next novel. So far, so good. And I can't wait to see what we're going to do tonight. I'm kind of nervous, kind of excited.
I'm nervous too. I feel really rusty. So yeah, please bear with me, everyone.
Hi, CV.
Let's see. So
You want me to go next? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I am Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram and Twitch, and I have a Ko-fi. Same thing, Vixen of Fiction. I write historical fiction, sci-fi, and fantasy. I'm working on a comic. I'm doing all kinds of things in the writerly realm. I talk all things books and adaptations. I host AuthorTubers React with Bear and some of my other AuthorTube friends. If you ever want to join us, just let us know. So AuthorTubers React will be next Saturday. And then on Sunday, the following day, we're doing our very first adaptation show. We don't have a name yet. If you want to help us name the show, come on in. That's on Sunday afternoon. We don't have a time yet. We need to nail that down. But it'll be Sunday afternoon next week. We're super excited. We're going to talk about Hunger Games and Catching Fire. With Morgan and Ben and Natalie. This is so new. So I'm very excited though. And so that's what I do. I occasionally do writing sprints on my channel as well.
Awesome.
Nice.
And my dear friend, Robert.
Well, my name is Robert Jones, and my channel is The Story Detective. I have been a comic book artist, inker, plotter, writer, and part-time developmental editor. And on my channel, we take all forms of story and we look at it under a Sherlockian microscope, break down the craft, and give it to the viewer to make your craft journey easier.
That's what I love about your channel is craft breakdown. That I love it. So I'm trying to hit everybody to make sure that we're seeing everyone that's here.
Yeah.
Please forgive me if I miss you.
No, you're doing great. You're getting everybody. So you got a good turnout.
So I am so glad to be doing this. You guys, I've been chomping at the bit for weeks because obviously behind the scenes, we've been working on this for a while. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. It was just a matter of getting myself together to get it all done. And then figuring out StreamYard again.
It's always a learning curve. Don't forget the like button, everybody.
Yes, please hit like. I did want to ask my host if you guys wanted to tell the guys, the participants, what you plan on getting out of the retreat. Like, which one of your main goal, or at least one of your goals for this? For me, I needed to get back in the swing of things, but also remember that I matter. So I can't just push myself too much, but I still need to coax myself back into the writing game.
That's a good
What
one.
about you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing that. I have a vacation coming up. This is my last day being here for a while. So I've been a little bit busy, but I've used the month of January. So I'm going along with the retreat, even if it's behind the scenes and kind of privately. But I've been doing that too, planning everything for the coming year. I started the next draft of my novel and working on YouTube scripts. So it's a little bit of everything to try to get this year moving in a direction that I feel good about, and not having my time pulled in other directions that take away from my writing. And so social media is going to be on a slightly different level. There's going to be times when there's a lot of videos and times when there's just like chunks of things, or when I get a series done, it'll go up, but I'm not going to be busting my butt to try to do 2 videos a week like I was doing, because that's insane.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've been making that adjustment too, because I spent a lot of the end of last year playing around with my channel to see what works. And what works a lot is something that takes a lot of time for me. That's making videos, because I have a hard time just looking at a camera and talking to it. So I don't particularly like doing videos like that. I like videos that I have, not that they don't have a purpose, but I just feel like I just have a hard time with just vlogging and things like that. Like, I just can't do that. So video and making videos and editing is just not so much my thing, as I like talking about the writing. I like learning. I like gleaning information. I feel like every time I have a conversation with somebody, I'm getting something that I can take with me. So if I'm going to do a video, I would prefer for it to be a live, where I'm talking with people in my community and I can learn something and I'm taking things in, and also I'm getting to know other people and seeing where they're at on the journey. And, you know, can this thing help me? Can I do something that can help them? So that's more what I want to do. Right. So that's why I'm gearing towards the 4 videos a month that I will be doing will most likely be the lives, where I'm chatting, you know, with my fellow writers. And that way I can feel like less pressure to do videos, which are going to just consume so much of my time. They take me a long time. I have some visual issues and I'm prone to migraines. Staring at the videos over and over, it's daunting. So
I get it. That was 2020 for me. It was just kind of a nightmare. But yeah, my videos were off the cuff, and sometimes I was surprised that they turned out as well as they did, but my cuts made them look very choppy at times. And I thought, you know, I need to work on the production value. It's better to put up some good videos than have a lot of oddball stuff coming at you.
Yep.
That was my motto when I started my channel, was that I wanted to be the person that I needed. So I wasn't going to do everything right 100% every time, but I was going to be genuine and honest with how I got to A to Z. And if that helped anybody, that made my day, because I asked questions for 1,000 years. I mean, I am 58, 59. I'm one of those 2. I don't remember. That's how old I am. And no one helped me. No one helped me. And every time I asked a question, people were acting like it was some big secret. Like, how do you do blah, blah, blah? Oh, I don't know. I just figured it out. Someone else did it for me, or stuff like that. And I was like, no. Every time I figure something else out, I'm telling everybody how I did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and in hopes that it would help someone.
Yeah. I feel like ultimately when I took all of my stories down off of YouTube, the reason was that I wanted to become a better writer, so that when I presented them again, they were better written stories. They were fairly popular, but they weren't really well written. They were just me spitting out a story and putting it up, and people liked it. But I want to actually learn how to be a better writer and actually be a better writer. And I can't do that if I'm spending half of my week editing videos. So I didn't feel like that's not the right place for me. And I kept trying to do that and kept trying to do that. And I'm like, I need more time to polish my writing, not polish this video.
Yeah, there's a lot to writing. And that's a very good point, because social media and everything that we do or get pulled into doing becomes almost like an anticlimactic thing for our writing. And I see so many people that are going about the business and putting out books when they should be stepping back and getting a little bit more learning under their belt, instead of just being like this what they've referred to as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
multitasking everything. And then, no.
I thought I was ready for the entrepreneurial part of being a writer. And I was lucky because, you know, I'm a pretty smart cookie. So I figured some stuff out, but there was so much that I learned trial by fire.
Oh,
And
yeah,
again,
imagine
I
doing
wanted
that.
people to know that. I wanted people to see that. I was tired of watching videos where people were talking about how I am this published author, but without the steps to it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, not that that's a bad thing, but it wasn't helping me. I'm like, I'm proud of you, but that doesn't help me. So, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a helper. I wanted to wear my teacher's hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
I
I
agree.
appreciate that so much. Even when people do put up videos about the marketing side, I appreciate that because I'm going to need it, especially because most of my work is going to be indie. I'm going to need that. Um, so it's so helpful that there are people in the community that if they find out, oh, I'm good at doing this, so let me make videos or do lives about doing that. You know, that's something that's very helpful to me. It'll, you know I can go here to find this, and this writer friend knows about that. So yeah, anything that's when you guys are putting out this information, these videos or these lives where it's helping people, I'm one of those people that you're helping. So I totally appreciate it.
Yeah. I think there's lots of fun things happening on AuthorTube. I loved the tag last year that was like AuthorTube was dying, and I wanted to puke. It looked to me
We're
like it
gonna
was.
talk about that one.
Oh, are we? Oh, good, good. Wait,
That
I
was
have some thoughts. We're about to get a preview.
yeah,
Um,
someone's opinion because of something not working for them doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's dead.
well,
I'm not even gonna go there. We don't have the time tonight.
exactly.
Yeah.
But there are so many cool things happening. Like it, maybe you're what you said, Nia, made me think of it. But Sarah Schwarn, I'm going to say her name wrong. Schwernberger.
Sean Weber.
Schwarnweber, thank you, did a story like a week or two ago that was awesome and just put up like a video with it, like of clips of B-roll. Super great, like 6 minutes
She's
long.
amazing.
It was great. And I was like, I wish more writers did this, you know, or somebody else did the idea that gave me the idea to write my story in the blog and then point people to read the story. But stuff like that, just where people are trying different things, you know, to kind of say, it doesn't have to be sit down and teach you something because I'm not qualified to do that. So I need to find some other way to fill that content. And I love some of the ideas people are coming up with who haven't quite reached the Aphrodite level or Robert level yet, right? Or haven't done the things that give you the I don't know, the clout to sit there and teach somebody something, right? So I love this community for that.
Yeah, because
Yes.
sharing is still teaching. So yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I agree with Aphrodite 100%.
Yep.
We're all at different levels, and what
Yeah.
you learned today is probably something exactly what other people want to hear. How you
Yeah.
came at it and your own unique take on it is important to somebody out there. That was the whole idea behind Wordstock, is to get everybody together with the
Yes.
and we're gonna have another one in about a
What's
month. But
Wordstock?
You know what, Robert? I got more views on my Wordstock videos than anything. Well, except for my shady one that I did.
well, there's going to be one in February, so it's
What is
in the
it?
making. It's where we get a group of writers, both professional and people just starting out, and we have a subject, and everybody makes a video on that subject and does their own take at whatever level they're on. It was a way to get the community to kind of work together, and also to bring in those people that feel like they can't talk about writing or can't share anything that they're doing and say, hey, look, here's my take. And there was so much good information in that, because the newer people were coming at things in ways that I didn't expect. And it was a great experience. It just
Right.
became so much work, and I was doing it every month for about 5 or 6 months. And that was during the whole beginning of the pandemic. It was a way to keep everybody busy when we were home and all that stuff was going on. But it took its toll on me. I couldn't keep up with it.
I'm sorry.
I understand. I want people, I don't want to say I don't want you to be scared, or I want people, if you're scared or you have any kind of fears to do stuff, to be scared, to be fearful, but do it anyway. Because the more you do it, the less you will be scared about it. And my mom, because if you're worried about doing something wrong, my mom used to always say, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And so you can't feel like you're going to make a mistake. If it worked for you and doesn't work for anybody else, no, there's no harm there. But you never know who you're going to reach.
Yeah. And I think it's important to talk about not only what you've learned, but where you've learned it from, because there's so many craft books out there, and a lot of newer writers or younger writers, they have this idea that if it goes back for more than a certain number of years, it doesn't apply anymore. Or you read the popular craft books and you say, okay, they're all saying the same thing. And we all go through that starting out, because most of the popular craft books do say the same thing in a different way. So you get the feeling like you know it all, and you don't. There is so much that's just like 101 basics, and you have to be able to dig deeper.
Facts. Absolutely. So everyone in the chat, forgive me, am I looking in the right spot? There we go. Everyone in chat, I hope you already did your download. If you haven't gotten your download for tonight's activity, please click the link in the description to go get your packets. So you have a few seconds to do that, to regroup and to maybe stretch or whatever you got to do, because we're going to dig in and have a ball with this. My host, you all have yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Let's see. So right now is the time to do whatever it is you got to do. So, because butts in the chair, we're going to go for this. If you can let me know in the chat, and my host will let me know that you let me know that you have your packets. Just put a Y or say yes or whatever in the chat, so we'll know that we can get going with this next part. It's going to be fun, guys. And I have to stress that, because I know writers and I know creatives, they see stuff and then they start stressing. We're not doing that tonight. Tonight we're just being loose and crazy with it. Okay? Let's see. Everyone signing off so far, you guys? Are you seeing it?
Yep, you've got lots of yeses. I think you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. CB, it's in the description box. You go and click the link, and then it's on the bottom right of the page, and it's going to be under getting started on your draft is what you're looking for. And there's one you can fill in live with us, or one that you can print out. Okay.
And it's really simple, so don't get scared. While CB is looking for theirs, let me kind of show you. Oh, did I miss something? No. Okay, let me show you what the first page is going to kind of look like. I'm sorry, Robert. I'm sorry, Baird and Nia.
No.
Your face is about to get covered.
No,
Cover us up.
we don't mind.
But the sheet will look like this. So when you get to your packet, that's the sheet you're going to be looking for, okay? Y'all are back. Who's going to keep time?
I can keep time. I just have to remember to hit start.
I'll remind you.
Okay, I mean we're good right now. I just want to make sure everyone has it before we start, and then I want to try to get back to comments and without clicking turn off the stream. Why did they put these buttons so close? Okay, there we go. All right. What's this say?
CB isn't going to follow, but that's okay. Go on without. It's not. So there's a reason. It's no big deal.
No problem. But get the packet. You can keep it for whenever you want to do it.
Yeah, good deal.
That way, telling it's just a fun exercise. Okay, everybody. So you have your character sheet, and you're just going to fill it out, and you're not going to think about it, and you're not going to worry about it, and you're not going to stress about it. You're going to make it up. Don't get to the part and says, well, oh, I don't know how tall she is. Make it up. I don't know what his favorite color is. Make it up. Do not take time with this. Rush through this. Write anything. Fill the sheet out. Trust me. Have faith. I'm the goddess of love. I would not steer you wrong. Okay, technically named after the goddess of love, but it's close to the same thing. So, Nia, you ready to do a 15-minute timer?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I don't have 15-minute timer banners. Let's see. Do I? Oh, yes, I do. How about that?
Excellent. Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 15
Go
minutes.
for it.
All right, that's time.
Whew. Okay.
Okay.
I have to admit right off the bat, which I'm sure all of you already know if you had the packet, that I had to cheat on the character thing. I had to do it ahead of time to test it out. So I do have my character done already, but I still did the 15 minutes. I was true to the task. How'd you guys do?
Fine. I got mine filled out. So I'm ready. I've got a character.
And what about you, Robert?
You did.
You muted.
Thought you muted, Robert.
Can I unmute him?
Sometimes you can.
No, I can't.
Oh, he's got to do it.
Well, how about you, Nia, while Robert figures
All
it
right.
out?
I got all the way to eyes, but it's because I have to read it and then type it in. So I was trying to like make sure I typed in what I was right. Because if I just wrote oval, large, then I would like
Right.
So I just wanted to make sure that I knew what I was filling it in for.
Exactly. I understand.
But it was fun so far.
Yeah.
Look at you panicking. It's like it's almost like you know me or something, and you know I'm up to something. But I did this. I tried to pick the questions because I have character bio sheets that are like 3 pages long because I drive myself to that level of crazy. So I tried to pick the questions that would spark something in you as you were going making up stuff. So as you were going down and going, oh well, let me see because I can't see that far away. Hold on. Oh well, her name is Kimiko Forsyth, and go down to her species is Fae. So, oh, okay. I have a girl named Kimiko and her species is Fae. What else can I do with her? And you keep going on and on because literally off the top of your head creating it. Robert, I think you're still muted. You are.
Okay.
There you go.
So there we go.
And so I was hoping that these particular questions would invoke some stuff start playing around in your head. Tell me a little bit about your character, Robert. Just a little bit. Just a little teeny bit.
Well, he's developing into someone who has an ability but does not believe he has the ability.
Oh. I like him already. And what about you, Mr. Barrett?
Let me see. I've basically created a badass chick with a scar across her eye, and she's bald. And so that's what I'll tell you right now.
Okay, I love that.
So she's pretty cool. Wow, I'm pretty happy with where she's going.
I'm bald, so I like it.
You don't have a scar. We need the scar across your eye.
I'll work on that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm trying to see. Good. I'm good. Good. So
Yeah, people are doing
most of the chat, were they able to do this part?
Yep, it looks good.
Okay, Nia, a little bit about your character.
Well, she is a good leaning gray, and she started out being pretty normal, and then we got down to race, and I was like, let's do something different. And she's an elf.
There you go.
I haven't written an elf before, and so hey, here we go.
I love that.
Love it. And that's what happens. The juices just start flowing because these characters didn't exist a few minutes ago. You really think about that. Like they did not exist a few minutes ago. So now you have a character, not 100% fleshed out, not nearly written in stone by any, means of the word, but something you can leap off into a story idea, which is what we are going to do next. So everyone, let me see if I can take this off real quick. Hold on. So everyone, that you have your base character, just one little lowly person. The next thing that we're going to do is you're going to look at your character sheet and you're going to look at all your traits and whatever you wrote about that character, and you're going to come up with an idea that you throw around. Not a story. Ideas for a story. So throw a lot of stuff on that page and go, well, let's see. Kimiko could be part of a revolution. There you go. That's because she's got issues with loyalty and not being able to have her way. So that's what she's going to do. And that's what you guys are going to do. Now, my lovely host, who I adore with all my heart and do not have permission to be mad at me right now, but what I want you guys to do is email your characters to each other. You don't get to write the story idea for the character you created. Dun, dun, dun. Plot twist.
Oh, nobody's going to be able to read mine because I marked it up and I just scribbled quickly.
And that's what they have to work with. So, Robert, you get to email your character to Barrett. Barrett, email yours to Nia. And Nia, email yours to Robert.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Oh, wait, I got to save my document. Hold on.
Now, of course, you get to keep the character later on and do whatever you want to do with them in life. But for the exercise, you got to switch them off.
Okay.
And now these characters become your idea prompts.
Okay, Nia, let me know when you have received it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of people. It jumped.
Yeah, it's your chat is popping.
Red Cliff. Okay, Grayson, I want to read your story.
Wait, what did
You got me with werewolf.
Oh, well,
That has to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Cecilia. Hi.
Can someone read that for me?
Yeah, Cecilia says, hey, everyone. I've been unable to join any of these lives today until now. However, we're glad to have you, Cecilia. I like the badass chick with the scar character. Well, thank you. I do too, except I'm not going to get to write about her now. So
you don't get to write about her now. You'll get to write about her again.
All right.
Yes, that's awesome. I love the assassin idea. Isabella, it's your idea that I'm going to use to write my flash fiction. You said in the last stream when I asked for favorite tropes, you said one about at the end, the twist being the protagonist being the antagonist. And so my idea was,
I love those.
An assassin that's haunted by the first person they killed. And so the story will be through the assassin's eyes until the end, and then you realize they're the bad guy. So
love
we'll see if I can pull it off. We'll see.
Makes me think of Angel Heart.
Right?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. I loved that. That actually got me. Usually I pick up on stuff, but that one got me.
See? Okay, Jabria says, I got to the personality section and got sidetracked looking for demeanor descriptions. I did the same thing. I went up and looked at the practice one to get some ideas.
Right. And now I forgot to tell you guys, so please forgive me. You are allowed to cheat. Yeah. You can go to character generators and go, I need a name because I can't think of one. Rather than be stuck, you are allowed to go, okay, I can't think of one. I think I fell to my fail-safe birth date, January 25th, because that's my son's birthday. So couldn't think of a birth date, so I wrote January 25th.
I gave my husband different here.
Yeah, it's do it however you do it.
This is Maggie's character, Leone Esposito, Puerto Rican Italian, born 3 years before the Great Impact, about 20, black and auburn hair, light brown eyes, fuller lips with a scar, motivation, protect her 8-year-old son.
What?
Look at you, Maggie. Crushed
y'all
it.
Know Mama Maggie ain't no joke when it come down to writing characters, world building, and titles in general.
Eva.
the queen. Okay, hold on. It's not letting me click anything because it's
Robert, let me know if you got mine. And I've got yours, Barrett.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out how to email this thing from my Documents app, which is Documents by Readle that I save stuff in, but I can't seem to download it. So
I did a copy paste from the document I was writing. I wrote mine in Pages.
Or
and
screen
so-
cap.
Oh, that's cool.
Screen cap picture of
You
it
put it
and
in
send
the
it that way,
email.
and I can just
Mhm.
open it
Okay.
like a PDF.
Jabria, yeah, for temperament, I just wrote from my character that she's a hothead. Demeanor is how someone carries themselves or how people see them.
Eva's
You know.
trolling me with her character.
Oh Lord, I got to get down there. Hold on.
Yeah, she said, I had a character be a Virgo, September birthday. The 16th, I think. That would be me, ma'am.
Those darn Virgos, I tell
I
you.
love this. Jabria says MC's name is Taylor Tay Lewis, and she likes to avoid decision making by literally skipping town.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with that story out there. Oh my God.
Agreed. I created a lonely outcast teenage girl named Iris who has just met the new kid in town. Then she discovers the new kid's family just bought the house behind hers. Oh, that's a great twist.
That's great. I like Iris. Iris always makes me think of
Same.
the person can see stuff that they don't know that they can see. Like it for some reason, that's where that word takes me.
I love that. This is I had a character be a Virgo September birthday. Eva.
What's the character's name, Eva? Please tell us.
Roll. Name him Garrett, please. I used Grayson. That's how I got Radcliffe. I love that name.
See, Grayson, that's how I'm saying.
Oh,
Anything that keeps you to keep going is how you do it. Because remember, you can work with this. You can get this character all put on paper and ink, and then go. You know what? I don't like that she's 5'5". She's now 6'2". Because you
Hillary
can. Because you
served
can.
us some. I think this is from her universe. Morik Dallender, age 3345, race Dagaru, face species, Dagafrey, birthplace The Vale. Isn't that's from her? I mean, you beta read it too.
That is not a character I remember seeing, which is
No,
good.
not the character, but the Vale is from the story.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She's on the other side of the veil. She's like me because I like Greek
world.
stuff. She likes the veil.
I'm here for it.
Wait a minute. What
yes.
did you say? Did you say Daggerfray? I'm scared of her, so I'm gonna keep going. She like to be scaring me.
Scary characters.
The 16th, I think.
You would be right.
My character was raised by two fathers. I can't do it.
One sister birthed Leonie for her brother and his husband.
Oh,
I like that. That's really cool, Maggie.
I love it.
I want to read anything about a werewolf named Radcliffe Grayson Wild. Agreed,
Same,
Persephone.
same,
Agree, 100.
Same. You are being held up, Grayson.
Tiffany's TL Russ Lifestyle says Sabine Debewa. Am I butchering that? Probably Debewa. Black 24 vampire assassin with time travel abilities and a love of gambling, set on a mission to avenge her lost love. Tiffany, go.
Yes.
What? Winning.
Go on with it. Tell that story.
Do you guys see what I'm saying? You're just making it up and then it turned into all that.
Author J.M. Seeley. Okay, that is a fine lightsaber collection. Yes, it is. And Jamie, check out Story Detective's channel, and he sells them, but also has a ton of great reviews about the sabers as well. So
at some point, I will put everybody's link in because I forgot to do that. Because of course, I forgot to do that. I'm sorry.
Great. Let's see.
I'm sorry. Did I miss it?
Wait. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, hey, Glenn.
Oh, Grayson was just saying hi.
My character's last name is Beryl, and I swear to Goddess, I didn't correlate my stalking, though. I didn't put a date. Just September Virgo, and my husband is all one. Okay.
What am I doing wrong here?
Sure, Eva.
Like Cracker Barrel. That could have been his name.
Okay, I'm gonna die if you name that character.
Somehow I ended up on October 12th for her birthday, but that just gave me an idea for a scene. Now, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Writer spiral. But yes, Tiffany, please write that story.
Do you guys have each other's characters yet?
Not yet.
Not quite yet.
It's okay.
See if that comes through. I sent a link and I'm hoping it works.
No worries.
But it's a mess. I scribbled in, with my pencil over the first sheet that I came to, and it was the one that half her date already filled in, so I just wrote my answers over the top of what she had written. You're gonna have a great time.
That was supposed to be the example.
I saw the other one after I had it halfway filled in, and I said, "Well, I'm running out of time
Oh
now."
my God, that's precious. I love it. I love it.
I have got it. Let's see if it will open its PDF, so it should. Come on, magic computer.
Nia, can you see that?
Yes, we're good.
Okay, I don't have a character sheet yet, unless it went to my other email. Hold on.
The 9. Okay.
I used the Gmail one, Robert, is the one I put in the chat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I did not get.
Oh, it didn't come. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look,
I
check
might have
your
to.
spam.
Last time I had to close my email, so let me check.
Okay.
Because I just suddenly stopped sending.
Robert, no, Bear, what does this say?
Yes. Oh, hang on. I got to get back.
I'm sorry.
On the other screen. It says, and Jabria says, and I'm already toying with the idea for straight up leaving the country following making a major decision. I like where this is headed, Jabria.
It's working.
Radcliffe's birthday is the 7th of October. Sounds like a D&D game in the making.
Someone told me one of my long sheets looks like a D&D character thing.
You will, Grayson. You will. So,
Yeah, you'll have the choice tonight if you're going to do flash or if you're going to just write a scene or whatever you want to do. Whatever you can get done in 15 minutes.
yeah.
No pressure. Just whatever you want. Remember, you're not trying to write a new piece of literature. You're basically trying to dump the idea. Then you're going to take the idea that you dumped and then write the little story. Whatever that may be. I've only written one piece of flash. And I did that when I was on Chandra's flash thing. And I was like, I can't do this. What are you talking about?
You did
they
great.
had so many prompt things. I went crazy with that. I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's addictive.
And I like, if I just had to go just come up with something, I couldn't. But when I do stuff like this, then I could, even though this is equally just as made up. It's not like it existed before. But when I do that, it gets the juices flowing.
Names.
Let me know if you got it, Robert.
Named Scarlet. She's 24 in Russian. And
Yep, it's here.
The protagonist, antagonist, morally gray, 5'5" and 150, curvy but muscular, kind of all over the place. Isabella Cox. That's okay. She sounds pretty awesome.
Right. All over the place gives you a lot to work with.
That's right. Loving Tiffany's story, just Eva. Maggie says her last memory of her father's together in her soldier father, holding her chef father in his arms after a meteor fragment shattered the restaurant. Then Theo died a month later, attachment disorder.
Girl, you got all that in your notes for your character?
In 15
That's
minutes?
what I'm saying.
Good.
Mia's like, I got to eyes. And Maggie's like, I built out a family tree and know where his dog's buried behind the chef.
Well, Nia's is so neat compared to mine. I wish I just thought of typing the answers out like this and
I'm
and
just gonna say,
Harder. Like,
I'm
there's
looking
so
at
much
Robert's
I want
and
to
I'm like,
fill
I
in. I'm
need
like, darn it, I don't get to fill those things in.
I'm looking at Robert's. I'm like, I need an extra minute to read.
Oh, well, we're good on time.
your
So
decoding skills are going to be put to good
Yeah.
use here.
No, it's fine. It's good, actually. It's not that bad.
I love it. I love that it's a little bit more because
Right?
I wanted it to be a little bit more challenging for you guys because you guys get to share voice and people can only type. So I just wanted to make it a little bit more interesting for you. So let's see. Skills and I can't do it.
Oh, okay. I'm not back. I'm on reading. Skills and talents. Fighter, scavenger, cook, can feel and manipulate the frequencies, energy from Avalani generators. She becomes a slave of Avalani to get off Earth, then a planet killer after. Seriously, Maggie? Like, you had 15 minutes. Like,
I'm telling you, she's no joke. No joke. She does not play.
if she also
All right.
baked in that amount of time, I'm going to be like, Maggie, take a break.
Yeah, she's like
Now,
a mouse made a pie.
You guys all
and
have each other's
pet goats. And I'm
Yes,
like,
yes,
Maggie.
all got
characters.
Yes,
Okay, everyone. So you have the character.
me too.
You guys have each other's characters. Now I want you to look at your character sheet and really study the stuff that you put down on it for a second. Give yourself a minute or two to really go over and read it to yourself and start envisioning where this person is, or like Maggie, who has already done that, envision where this person may be or what could be going on with it. And remember, it could be anything. And if you can think of anything, then make up something. Like literally go, okay, they went to the circus or they're at a carnival. Trust me. Trust me. Put them in a situation, and then based on their character, let them react to it. Think of the ideas. Do not try to write the story yet. Just dump the ideas. And you get 20 minutes this time to do that.
Yeah, a lot of my ideas were still in my head. They never quite made it to paper. So,
but that's good, because now you got to start with the one that you got.
yeah.
So this is why you get an extra 5 minutes on this one, mainly so you can get into the character, figure out what you want to do, and then start throwing stuff at the character. And I can't stress this enough. You're only dumping ideas. You're not writing the story yet. Oh, did it jump? Yes, it did. Stop, Persephone, little sister. Stop. Yep. I'm telling you, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Eva, come on now. I know you will rock it out. You will rock it out.
All right. Just let me know when you want me to start.
I'm just trying to get through some more of the chat because it jumped. What's to say?
Mind drifts to kitchen, mentally searching pantry and fridge for ingredients. Talking about biscuits and gravy is what they're talking about.
Well, I guess that's what her character is a chef, as a restaurateur.
That was Maggie's. I think what they got off on side talk about was on a previous stream. The British people had never heard of country gravy.
I know, I was there.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's where I think they're like, I still can't believe people didn't know what white gravy was, and we're all like, what? But yeah.
All these deprived people.
That didn't translate across the pond.
I said I was going to go over Richards and just make him biscuits and gravy and the whole deal, so that he will know that he has been deprived all of his life.
That's right. The three of us have been doing this since 7 a.m. this morning. Now I remember why I couldn't remember what it was we said and when. Okay, Morik is in line to take over the Fae Kingdom, but being mixed race is an issue for the Fae. He must overcome this while being in love with the princess from the kingdom Ro, who his kingdom fights.
Romeo and Juliet.
I went to get something to eat. What are we doing? We're in the next phase of the...
We're about to start it.
So we're about to start the writing phase, so you're in perfect time. Persephone says, fantasizing about biscuits and gravy, aren't we all?
Look, Persephone, stop. You're killing me.
And Hildingir Hamuller.
Oh, cool. I love when people do the phonetic stuff so we can get them right. So, Nia, I'm sorry, I'm gonna look. There we go. Nia, you ready to do the timer?
Yes, and we're just dumping information. We're
just dumping. Don't try to make it pretty. Just dump. You can put more than one idea down. You can be like, oh, well, I wanted to go to the circus, but I want her to be afraid of elephants, or any idea that's coming to you.
All right.
Based on the character, though. So make sure you're looking over the character to see what kind of nuances they have to work with. Okay, so that's 20 minutes, everybody. 20 minutes. Nia, whenever you're ready.
All right, let's go.
All righty.
I got to do this one too, so I got to pull my document up. Oh, I like that. Sounds like winter bells for a winter retreat. So how'd you guys do? Especially you guys. How did you guys do with each other's characters?
I gave it quite a bit of thought, but I had a hungry cat because it's getting to be her dinner time.
It happens. It happens. It happens. I did mine. Wait, I gotta find one. I did mine old school. So let's see. I think I got everybody because I finished like a minute earlier than I needed to.
Seems like the Joneses are all taking care of their fur babies.
Yes.
Yes, it must be the time of day.
I loved Robert's character. There was a lot to work with, but I think I misunderstood the assignment because I started writing a story. So
It happens.
Yeah,
But-
I was trying very hard not to write the story,
I couldn't
but
not.
I
It just
just like
started.
write, just don't
Yeah.
a little, just tell a
But
little.
that's the beauty of it.
I could not. I just started. So I'm 200.
There's a trick.
words in.
There's a trick, and what I would do is like, for instance, Kimiko. I want to make her a runaway, and she's called, and not so much that being a runaway makes her an only, but she's running away to a different faith sect and lying about who her age and who she is and stuff like that. So they call her an only because she didn't have any family. And let's see. I want her to make a quick friend with someone that she assumes is also lying about who they are, but she doesn't care. Let's see. The leader, I want to make the leader of the sect that she ran away to is about to sack her for her immaturity, but she proves herself loyal by doing something brave and dangerous and stupid, and so he gives her one more chance. um I wrote, I'm thinking someone from her true sect, maybe a family member even, will accidentally harm or even kill, because it's me, her, thinking she is the enemy. Yeah, tragedy. That works, is what I wrote. Also, maybe her true sect will absorb her energy once she dies, and that helps them win the battle. I had another note. Where did I put it? Where is it? Oh, the reason she runs away is because she wants to fight, but she is too young to do so. So I went back to my character sheet, because on my character sheet, Kimiko was 17. I changed it to 13. Now she's 13. Now she wants to fight. See, and that's what I'm saying. Things will happen. But she's too young to do so. So she joins up with a kin sect, pretending that she doesn't have a sect. And that's how she gets in. But they don't know that she is actually only 13. Let's see. She lies about her age. She joins the regime. She proves herself as a skilled marksman, and the leader feels that her stealth abilities will come in handy. So they put her ass on the front lines since she won't be grown. She'll be given orders that she will instantly disobey because she is immature and land in hot water of some sort. I have no idea what that will be. And that's what I did with Kimiko. What did you do, Nia?
I had Coriander, and I kept forgetting how old she was because Vera had put that she wanted to be an influencer, so I kept trying to make her younger, but I'm like, wait a minute.
She's 54.
I'm like, someone in their 50s can be an influencer too. Okay. So, but she also wants to buck the patriarchy. So I had her getting fired from her job after being arrested at a protest. I guess her job was like, no, we're not down with this. But she's gorgeous and she's got this scar, so it's unique. So she gets an agent who's like, we're going to make something out of this. Don't worry. But she doesn't realize that one side is seeing her as positive, but that the patriarchy is, or the other side of the web is using her as this negative stereotype, the angry Black woman. So she's like, wait a minute, they're turning this, I'm trying to do something good here, and they're trying to make me look like the bad guy, because she's also the antagonist. So I'm like, well, whose antagonist is she? She's not our antagonist. She's going to be the antagonist for the patriarchy.
Love it.
So she gets an agent, and the agent's like, don't worry, we're going to clean up your image. So the agent cleans up her image, and now she's like perfect, but she's feeling like the message is being lost.
Yep.
She's got this giant platform now. Everybody loves her. So I'm trying not to tell the story. Okay.
But that's
sounds like
okay,
you're
because that's
telling
still
it.
good. It's still good.
So
it's all good.
she becomes this famous influencer. People are loving her. She's like getting away from that negative imagery, but she wins this award and she has this opportunity. She's got millions of people and she's going to be live. What is she going to do? Is she going to, just give the wonderful speech and keep going as she is? But her ex shows up and calls her out on her changing changing her ways. And so she's like live. What is she going to do? The companies that have sponsored her and given her all this money and have given her the platform are exactly what she's against. So, of course, she's on stage and she lets them have it. They're dragging her off stage. They're trying to cut the mic. But it's too late.
I love it.
Yes,
They've all heard it. So
You
now
took
she's got this
coriander.
massive following. She's got all of the.
So she's infamous as opposed to famous.
Yes. And so now even the people who would normally be on the side of the patriarchy and the money and all that stuff, even they like her because she's an influencer. And you know how people are about their influencers.
They like to make their money.
So
People
now
like
they
to make money.
yeah, so they realize that they've created this monster because everyone loves her now. And so she's spreading her word. They start coming for her. So the gangsters are coming from her. The mafia that's paid by the corporations are coming for her because they want to
like a Maggie thing. It's like you had 20 minutes.
People are listening to her. People are listening to her. Anyway, so let me stop.
Wow, I didn't get nearly that far. I'm just trying to figure out this character and dumping all the bad ideas down on paper and typical top of the head stuff to see what clicks. I figure they're elves, and elves, they're very much in terms of what's been done to them, what they need to take back, and expanding their tribe. And this character doesn't necessarily go with all that, but she's, of course, she has to be this outlier kind of character who's mostly a loner, likes to be in nature because nature just does its thing without struggling and without fighting. And she would like to see her people be more in terms of the present instead of motivated by all these grudges and betrayals of the past. But her father is an elder in the tribe. And there's some problems there that he's trying to push her into, but I haven't really got that far into figuring out.
That's story idea gold. It's so far. It's so many places you could take that. And I like the father being the elder. It's like the PK, the preacher kids. They always,
and you
always got a big magnifying on them.
Yeah, Robert had a lot further to start from because Barrett had all of this for me, all of her background, who she was, and I didn't have that. So you could really go anywhere with it. Yeah. So I didn't give you as much as what I was given. I was already given the whole thing. I needed to just start plopping down stories.
There needs to be stakes.
That's the point of it. That's the point.
There's something there that the tribe has that they're protecting. My last thoughts is there's some purpose and there's something that they have. And I think she's connected with it. I was thinking something like a forest stone, but maybe that sounds a little too corny.
I love that.
That birthmark, that star shape, that seems to have a real purpose and maybe a connection with the stone that she hasn't figured out yet.
Definitely add it and let the next person figure it out because y'all are still going to be switching.
Okay, so let me add that.
Add it. Did we lose Barrett? Or is he just turned off for a second?
I think he probably went on break or...
He said, be right back.
Okay, I didn't see.
Yeah, he'll be right back.
So let's see. We'll let him do his when he comes back. Let's see what the chat we're up to. Can someone read this for me?
Okay.
This is Jennifer Brown. I missed the point of the exercise, and I know that, but I'm very happy with what I have been able to accomplish. Thank you again.
If you did that, then you didn't miss the point.
Yep.
Because the point is to get something out of your head on the paper.
And this is Jabria. Am I pronouncing that right? Reed. Tia travels the world under the guise of fulfilling her late mother's desire to travel. In reality, she's avoiding her old life after making the choice that inevitably led to her mother's death. This is Mark 2, so there's another one.
I won't be. I have to go in order.
That's okay.
304 description.
And
opening stage.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's words. Leone Esposito suffered horribly before they came. The vibration of the generators used by the harsh, what is this, LRSH, Avalone humanish species that rescued the remnant of humanity from the ruined world. One of three.
Holy moly.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting ideas here. Definitely it's a sci-fi fantasy crowd.
Right. Because I went straight for fantasy. I went straight Fae. And I went Fae Kid. Let's see.
Yeah. And I surprisingly didn't go sci-fi or fantasy. I was tempted to, but I was like, no, let me go with this.
Well,
I don't humans because none of this is what I usually write. So I'm like, well, let me just go with it. I don't ever write like regular urban
humans.
Right.
Yeah. I know. I gave it when I realized I was giving it to you. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Like she's not an alien? Are you sure she's not an alien?
No? Well, Barrett, now that you're back, tell us a little bit about your ideas that you came up with.
My ideas. So basically, so I had Jericho Bloom as the character who I loved. He is missing part of his ear. And there were some other kind of interesting character traits that lent itself to my previous idea of this whole, like, if they were a bad person, but, you know, are they bad if it's from their perspective, right? Mm. So because Robert's written it in the sheet, or, from what I could read, it seemed like I think he was the protagonist. I wrote him as if he was supposed to be the protagonist. Is that right?
Was he gray?
Yeah, he was a bit gray, yes.
Yeah. Great. Okay, I couldn't tell because there was a strike through protagonist. I was like, either he's not supposed to be the protagonist, or he is. So I'm gonna go with he is. I wrote it as he's kind of this assassin, and he's kind of talking through his day. And there's this other character that's in the space that isn't alive, that you're not going to know isn't alive until the very end. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, intrigue.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Can someone read this one?
Oh, sorry. I finished. DL Tillery says, I finished. I've decided that this will be a new novel in the Cagliostro universe. This is the one we read above, probably. Always excited to have more books in Cagliostro's world. Title, Wings of the Dagafray. Am I saying that right? Phonetically spell it out.
What? So you came up with a whole new idea for another novel. Yeah. And we didn't even get to the story writing part. We just got to the dumping part. That's awesome.
Maggie says, taking to training with a street orphan she had adopted as her brother. I'm not going to be able to say it. The Larsha Villani did not know it was her son. They didn't know how powerful she was. They didn't know she was already broken.
I'm just going to bow my head.
Well done, Maggie. Maggie, I love the name Energy Weaver. Me too. Weavers to work as indentured servants. The last test of school, they fake killing Theo. Leone retaliates by killing the headmistress who had harassed her the entire time she was training.
Okay, now.
Maiming her headmaster and ruining the planet. Then she is arrested and tried as a planet killer. Scene.
That planet killer thing is killer.
Yeah. Grayson Wild took the wrong cold meds and now sleepy. Grayson is sleepy. I'm going to dip out. Good night. Night.
Aww. Well, you still have the package. You can do it anytime you feel like you want to do an exercise that gets the juices flowing.
Jabria says, without her mom, she feels that she has no place in life, and no one who really wants her, which only fuels her wanderlust. Okay. 2 out of 3. Tara Sinclair leads Coven. She is deaf, and requirement to join the Coven is that her sisters must know ASL. Oh, like that. 1/2.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
She can commune with spirits, but no longer deals with dark beings since the birth of her son. She doesn't want the reckless things of her youth to put her son in danger. Love it, Jamie. That sounds cool.
That sounds
Margaret
cool.
Pinard, antagonist to the patriarchy, sounds like a t-shirt vixen of fiction. Doesn't it? Doesn't it, though? That sounds like merch.
I'm just saying.
I may have
I
handed
have
you
to
an idea. Go run with it. Make millions.
Y'all know I love merch. Do some merch.
Persephone Jones says the mind did an override on you and is exercising mandatory self-care. Grace and Wild take care of you.
True.
Yep.
That's what the retreat is about, writing and wellness.
We may not be able to get through all of these now that I'm scrolling up to see how far behind we are, because I think we're quite a ways
really
behind.
far behind.
Sabina Black Panther was changed into a vampire during the height of the civil rights movement. She is trained to be an assassin and sent back probably to Civil War South to kill. Love that idea, Tiffany.
Whoa,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
that's
really fun.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna still make sure I put all of them up on the screen.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move into the next exercise. So my lovely host, switch again.
Switch again. What am I? So I'm sending the file
to the same person. Yep. Send your story idea.
So I'm forwarding it to Barrett, same person that we had
Yep,
before.
same person. That way you'll have Nia made the character, Robert wrote the story idea, Barrett wrote the story, kind of thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Poor Robert.
Now,
Robert,
I
I'm
want to
so
be clear
sorry.
with all the participants. You have your character that you fleshed out as much as you could. You have these story ideas that you definitely fleshed out great. I was not expecting all that. So you have these two pieces of, let's just say these two pieces that come together make a good prompt to now write a piece of flash for it or a scene. Because maybe you're not a flash writer, but you got like, I want to make this into a whole damn book, but you can't do that right now because you only got 15 minutes. So write a scene of it that comes to you. And remember, we're not talking about being correct where periods and commas need to be and all this other stuff. Just write the scene. Just write it as it comes to you in your own voice. Correct it later if you're still in love with it. Okay, so that's the rule for that. So let's give my host a chance to switch up. Excuse me. I'm going to put everything on the screen, though. I think I stopped here.
Mine is en route. I got it out fast this time.
All right.
You guys let me know when you have each other's stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped
Robert,
here.
I just sent it. Sorry in advance. And
Now, I want you guys to know this, though.
Okay, now wait. I'm sending Roberts to Nia, though, right? Because she's sending me.
Whoever you sent it to the first time, you send it again.
Okay, so I'm sending to Robert.
Yeah. Send it to the same person.
Oh, wait. So I was supposed to send mine to Nia.
Yeah.
Fail. Robert, sorry. Ignore that.
No, it took me a few days to realize that no, I can't make you switch off. You have to send it to the same person, and that way it goes full circle.
Okay.
So yeah, send it to the same person.
Okay.
Now I do want to tell you guys, Robert, Barrett, and Nia, your characters are yours. So you get to do whatever you want with them when this exercise is over with. Okay. So don't feel like you lost your characters. You still get to have them back and do whatever. This was just exercise purposes. And to use someone else's idea as your prompt.
So here's my question. Do I need to send her the character sheet? Because she won't have that for Jericho, right?
You send everything that you have to her.
Yeah, I sent everything.
I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear.
I sent everything you wrote and everything I wrote to.
Got it. Okay, I forward Robert's sheet. Hang on.
I included the original character sheet, so you already have that.
Right.
Everyone's ahead of
And I should have said that. I'm sorry. Yeah, send everything you have over.
Okay.
So you guys let me know when you have it. What time is it?
Are we doing 20 minutes again? How much time do we have?
We're doing 15 on this one. but we did it.
Yes.
So is everyone ready?
Okay,
I'm ready.
hold on. I'm just trying to find it. Sorry.
No problem.
I think it's this. No, this is not what I need. Okay.
You guys are just warming my heart. You just don't know. This is so
Paste.
cool.
Okay, got it. All right. Sorry about
All
that.
right. So, lovely Nia, if you would give us 15 minutes on the clock.
All right. I'm ready when you guys are.
All right,
So
let's
we're
go.
writing the story this time from what we got here.
This time you're
Or
writing
a
a story.
scene or something,
Or
or a
scene.
short
Okay.
story or flash. Because I might have to. I don't know about flash, but I might be able to do a scene.
Yes. It
I'll
could
have
be,
to see
and
what
it
I
could be
get.
anywhere in the story. It could be the end.
Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody.
Let's
Let's
go.
go for it. 15 minutes. Sorry to interrupt. You guys be safe on the Pacific Coast. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I thought we were close. Okay, so we literally have 3 minutes left. So
We can go a little long if you need to, or if you want to.
what time is the next one?
The next one starts in 30 minutes at 8 o'clock.
So we
Morgan.
might steal a little bit of break time for this because I know a lot of people got a lot in. Who wants to go first with their to read their scene
I mean, I
or
can
their
read.
flash?
I'll read.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't have a lot of time, Robert, so this is off of one paragraph of your notes. So, Farian was never bothered by the heart-shaped birthmark on Ziala's neck, even though he knew she was self-conscious about it. But the fact that Ziala was willing to go to the Death Witch to have it removed meant she was willing to do anything to get rid of it. I can't believe you're too chicken shit to come with me, Ziala said. The Death Witch captures elves and uses our blood for her spells. Yep, 100% chicken shit, Farian said. That isn't true, is it? Oi, tell me you've done a bit of research about the all-powerful being you're about to go ask for a favor. A cosmetic favor, no less, Farian replied. The ever-sassy Ziala was unusually subdued, which confirmed Farian's fear that she was going in unprepared. Ziala, it's a silly birthmark. Is it really worth your life? Yes, I'm tired of being ogled by elves and ogres alike, Ziala said. The Death Witch will kill you the moment she sees that mark. It's the mark of the Anuna. Your tribe is the only group that has ever successfully survived a hex by the Death Witch, Farian said. Ziala paced back and forth before returning to her hurried packing. So all the more reason for me to try. If my people survived her before, I will survive her again. She's also your mom, and she hates that your dad didn't drown you like she wanted, Farian said. So nope, I'm going to skip accompanying you to your death. And that's it.
It's good.
I don't even want to read my little bit now.
It was one paragraph. I took your birthmark. That was it. That was what I ran with.
That was great. Who wants to go next?
I can go. I was a little bit confused because Barrett wrote a scene, and I was like,
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm like, do I continue this scene or do I make my own scene? So I
You do
read
whatever
everything.
you want it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So in Barrett's scene, he gave me a person that it seems like Jericho lives with this person, whether it's a sibling or a spouse or a girlfriend. So I took that part of the story and he made Jericho an assassin. And he's a young man from what we got from Robert. So this is the scene. It was eerily quiet as Jericho approached his house. Something was off. He slipped around the side of the garage towards the back door. Livy should be here. Should have been home hours before he finished his last hit job. Not a sound, not a light. Had he been marked? Had the Cohen gang figured it out? Panic rushed through him as he thought about Libby, at home alone. Sorry, guys, that's it.
No, that's great. What are you talking? Mine is shorter than that. Trust. What about you, Robert?
Okay. I just went with the first thing that came to mind here. Coriander knew exactly what she did. Hell, she even did it for all the right reasons. She remembered her mother saying no good deed goes unpunished. She hated that saying. It made her feel bad for her mother for even thinking such thoughts. Mostly she hated it because it was defeatist. And if there was one thing Coriander Castile hated, with all the hellfire she could muster, it was defeatism. She got off the couch as soon as Zach blew through the door. No way she was going to take any of this sitting down or looking up to that jackass. You threw me to the wolves out there tonight, she said. I think you did that all by yourself, honey. You know that I know that you know exactly what I was going to say, and you greenlighted it. Then let them drag me off the stage like some common, I think you better shut up and listen, Zach said, putting his palms together in that way that says he's seeing a payday in this somewhere for himself.
Wow, Robert, that's great.
That is so fantastic.
Yeah, you can.
I really don't want to read mine. And now what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I have okay. Oh, I should do me the same way. Hold on. Dun dun dun. Oh shit, you can see my grades. All right, they were too late. Kimiko's eyes frantically fluttered, causing the weakened beams from them to dart and dance on their horrified faces. And then nothing. Her mother gently lifted her lifeless body and held her close to her chest and sobbed. We did this, she cried. This was not our fault, someone yelled out. The child should not have gone there. No, we will not lay this on her. We did this, and now it is up to us to make this right, or her death will have been for nothing.
Love it.
So yeah, I killed her. I killed her. So, how did you guys like the experiment?
It was fun.
It was fun.
Fun. Sorry,
Even
we had
the
to
twist
send
part?
you a pile of a story and be like, here. Sorry.
That's okay. I was able to glean parts from both of yours, so it was
Yeah.
good. It was good.
I like the idea that at 6:30 there was no stories, and now there's 4.
I know.
Yeah.
I love that.
Not to mention
All
how
the way
many
to
are
the
in
chat.
chat.
I know.
Yep.
The chat's blowing
So I'm
up.
gonna try to hit the chat. You guys can do the reading.
Jennifer Brown says Tegan's legs wouldn't stop shaking. The yellow envelope that had slid under her door now rested in the corner of her desk. The pictures were of her, all in different areas of the school. And
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to find it, so I'm just gonna keep going in order.
okay. She compressed the dust into a small orb as her soul hemorrhaged her horror. Death happens. The headmistress taunted. He was just a boy you found scavenging when you were 13. Weavers should not have emotional attachments. Doing different activities, but they were all her. Tegan attempted to still herself. Her wheelchair was making rattling noises. She was shaking so hard. And what had the attached note said?
Now, who is that? That's
That's
Jennifer.
Brown, yeah.
I'm gonna try to find her.
3 of 3. Yep, that's it. Drop this or you'll be sorry. Tegan looked at the note carefully, and then she crumpled it and threw it in the trash can. Nobody was going to scare her away from what she knew was right.
Okay, you guys are killing it.
Tiffany, I have to hop off. Good to see you. Great story, Tiffany. You killed it.
Yes.
Probably missed you already. Bye, Tiffany.
Jennifer Brown. Part of the scene, please don't touch me, Madeira. Morik said, taking a step back. I can't hold back if you touch me right now. His steps were unsteady, but his eyes held hers, pleading. Author D.L. Tillery.
All right, all right.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm just saying goodnight, Tiffany. I think Tiffany's heading over to the other stream. That's why she had
Okay, yeah. We're not going to take up too much more time, guys. I promise.
No, that's okay. I'm just, this is her story. So the field was dark as death, the air sudden with shimmer of my arrival. Cannons blasted sirens of welcome. Damn South. You won't rise again, bastards. I have been sent to make sure of that.
I love it.
Tiffany, that's a mood. We read this one.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'll be on Morgan's stream, yeah.
Okay.
And Isabella Cox says the Viper tattoo appeared to slither its way down Scarlett's forearm and stopped at her wrist. It came to life in the dimly lit room. Can't find the whole paragraph. That's a great little...
Oh, that right there just gave me chills.
She held a sparkling knife in her right hand. The room was so silent she could hear the trickling of blood falling from the knife. Isabella. Great.
Right?
Love it. Yes, spicy. Truth. So visceral and sensory.
Yes. Did I read? Did we do this one?
No, this is part 2 of what you started.
Okay.
And what if I want you to? They stared at each other in silence, Morik finally breaking it and grabbing her close. Then you would be a fool because may just eat you alive. I may just eat you alive is what I think. But that's wonderful.
See, she always gotta scare me.
That was like lovey dove though, right?
I thought it was too. And now they talking about eating each other.
I mean,
you know what? I bet you
no,
some aquatic creature in there somewhere to mess with me because.
Forgot about the aquatic creatures.
I'm sorry.
The headmistress slapped at her hand. It makes them unreliable. Catching it in the air with her mind, Leonie hissed at her. He was my son. Release me, the headmistress demanded, both mentally and Physically struggling to free her hand. He was my son, Leonie sobbed as the dust compressed into crystal in her palm. I gave birth to him when I was 13.
Whoa.
The headmaster looked horrified. But that isn't in your memories. Leonie shook. Her features morphed into rage. You want to see my memories, my real memories, the bad ones I keep locked away?
They ain't ready.
No.
They ain't ready. I already know.
Fine, live with them. Her mind seized theirs and filled them with the overwhelming horror of her life from the moment the meteor struck her world when she was 3. Until their rescue when she was 20, the headmistress collapsed, screaming silently as she experienced the multiple gang rapes and beating Leonie had endured. The headmaster raised his hand to her, too. Tried to sedate and subdue her, but Leonie teleported his skin from his body. He collapsed in a heap, convulsing in pain as the headmistress shrieked. She couldn't teleport them to the healer's hall or to safety. Leonie looked at them coldly. I once saw a man live for 12 hours without his skin.
Oh. So Danette and Mama is really trying to give me nightmares before I go to bed tonight. I see what you're doing.
They're trying. They're trying.
I love that last line.
It was like one of those, by the way, in case you don't know, I've seen
right
things.
Sidetracked helping my mom with a wardrobe meltdown, but the flash scene I started was of Tay and her roommate recreating her favorite birthday cake, her mom's apple cake.
Oh.
Okay, Nancy, thank you. Jabria loves me.
Yes.
That's just me cheering people on.
Okay. I literally couldn't even see the name on that one.
Mama Maggie says, apple cake. Yeah, me too.
Right.
Same, ditto.
So I'm not missing anybody's stories, right?
I don't think so. I think you got them all that I can see. You had one starred. Bye, Bonnie.
I started.
Maggie is still writing. Maggie is still writing. Stop, Leonie, the headmaster.
Oh, is she still going?
Oh, my Lord.
Then mine's behind. I haven't gotten that far.
Okay. Is this part of it?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah. Oh my.
So it's stop, Leonie, the headmaster's mistress begged, obey me. He's like stuttering as he's saying, you took my son. He was the only thing that mattered to me in the world. Leonie sank her awareness down into the deepest part of the planet, weaving the vibration to begin rendering pieces from the core.
I'm sorry. Did we all have the same 15 minutes?
I don't know. Maggie had like 3 hours, I think.
I'm thinking Maggie's in a time loop.
One of those
She's
things
got that Turner.
She suspends time.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Persephone, what's she saying?
Iris clung to the cold towel, wishing she could simply melt into the dingy grout. The idea that she had always hated this ugly bathroom tile and now might die on it struck her as ridiculous. Funny, even. Dove squatted in front of her and cocked her head in contemplation. With her knife in hand, she reached out and tucked a lock of her hair behind her ear.
Oh my goodness.
Good Lord.
Wait a minute. I see another one.
It's intense. It's time, Iris. I never asked for anything of you, not once. But now I need you to choose them or me. Which one is it going to be? Oh my goodness.
Again, 15 minutes. I'm just saying.
It's incredible.
Yeah, this group has a lot of potential.
I'm just saying, and first I want to thank everybody for participating. This is so much fun to me. I do this kind of stuff with my kids all the time. Now, they don't want to do it initially, but they get into it. And first they do it like, oh, I'll whatever. And they'll write stuff, but then they'll start getting into it, and I'll say, if you can't come up with something, pull a tarot card. When I named where my character was from, I couldn't think of like, where is she gonna be from? And it just so happened my Lord Olympus book was on my desk. And I got this for Christmas because my daughter loves me and she knows I love this. And I was like, oh, well, my character's from Lore Gulch, Because again, it doesn't matter. Those things, if I don't like that later on, I can go back and change it, which I'm not because I like the fact that it says Lore Gulch.
I like Lore Gulch.
So and that's just it, like wherever it comes from, because it could have also been Unsweetened Black Tea Gulch, but that's a little long. Little long. So the point of it, the point of this whole thing is not like you don't necessarily have to use this flesh out your characters that you already thought of, but this is an exercise that you can do when you are blank and you are playing the answer the question game. That's really what it is. And look what you guys did with 3 little things. It's so amazing. And 2 hours, and not even two true hours, because we talked through it. So you have 15, 20, and 15. So whatever that adds up to in minutes, because I'm not mathing.
50 minutes.
50.
You did that under an hour.
Yeah.
Everybody here has a story that they can either say, that was cute, I'm moving on, or I want to do something more with that, or anything in between. I think I like this character, but I'm going to put her in another story I was already working on. The sky's the limit. Literally, the sky's the limit. So I just have to say thank you all for participating, and thank you, my lovely host, for my plot twist and not pulling out your hair.
This is fun.
The next time that we'll do this, you get to keep your characters and work all the way through.
So should we email
another way
the
to
original?
twist?
Should we email the stuff back to the original person so they can have?
Yeah.
this
Oh yeah. Give it
information
back.
to play with?
Give it back. You can go full circle. Because then now you guys can do whatever you want with your characters. Do whatever you want. This was again just an experiment. Oh wait, did chat jumped again? I'll tell
Who
you.
do I owe stuff back to? Robert?
Whoever, you always owe it back to the same person. It should come back around. So I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I have your story, Barrett, after it went through the circle.
Yeah.
So
So I'm sending this
I'll
one.
send you mine.
Jericho's going to Robert.
Yeah.
So.
Got
And
it.
Jericho, how about that name?
I know. I like the name.
Great name.
The name.
Uh,
So I'm gonna try to hit everybody, but I don't want you guys to be tired and not ready for the next stream.
let's see,
I felt that coming. I was like, please don't bite her yet. I need a little bit more time. I am such a punk when it comes to scary stuff. The fact, and I do need to brag a little. The fact that I am in a scary anthology called Surf Code that Regina over at Haunted Library put together is a miracle, because everything scares me. So I didn't think everything was what I thought was scary was going to scare anybody else. And I am getting the best feedback on it. So it warms my soul. Let's see. Who am I missing? No, I didn't click it right. There we go. You can't write? Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind. I don't know what that is, so I'm sure it shows up
It's
on
a smiley face.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't tell.
Maggie said we should do a follow-up in 6 months to see how far we've all gotten.
on the stories, well, Maggie will have a 14
Yeah.
book
Are you kidding
anthology
me?
by that
It'll
time.
be a
It'll
series
be a
by the time.
series. Yep, it'll be a series. We'll all have it on our shelves.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
summer writer retreat. We got some good. No, these ideas were amazing. And I wish you all, excuse me, could come on and be able to just read them yourself with your own voice and your own cadence and your own flair. But
With more time, we could. If it was just a clinic without something right behind it, you could. You could do one of these and invite people on, like with a meetup. You know what I mean? Send them a link and have them on to read, like an open mic.
I love the idea of that open.
Yep.
That's a fun idea, like coffee hour.
This was great. I thought of a whole new story. I never thought of writing before the stream. Hello,
Yeah.
what? See, that. Thank you. I needed that. I've been so gloomy the past couple of weeks. That was great. Thank you.
Share my 30-question character interview doc. Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
How? I don't have any idea how.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you. I love listening to the results of these prompts. Yes, Charlie, it was great.
Yes.
Everyone, I can't wait to read the stories. Yes. Yes. Good to see you, Persephone. Thank you for being here all day.
Thank you, Persephone. I miss you,
It
by
was
the
fun.
way.
Thank you, Bella.
Well, I'm glad you all had a good time. I'm glad
Wonderful.
it was challenging, but fun challenging. What's this?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
you mean come on with us? Okay. Well, if you need parental permission, then yes, maybe you should wait. But if you don't need parental permission, then I do things that piss my parents off all the time.
And
Yeah,
if you want to write something, I'm sure somebody could read it for you.
I was going to say that if
Yeah.
your parents aren't cool with it,
Yeah.
send it to someone else. Then they can be your proxy.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, there's the doc. Good.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out what you meant.
Thank you,
So
Maggie.
someone can go. You mean the story that you just wrote? Someone can go read that. That's awesome. Anybody that wants to do that, feel free. If you need a wrench, let me know.
She put the link in chat. And then miss you
Yes,
too,
girl, I
Maggie.
miss you. I miss you so much.
DL Tillery, good night, everyone. Good night, Tillery.
Thanks for coming. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for scaring me.
Steamy story.
Am I missing anybody? I don't want to miss anybody.
No,
Just a couple
Maggie
more.
and
You
Tillery.
good. All
Great
right.
job.
All right, then.
Yep.
I'm going to say we're going to call that a night.
Sounds good. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. We'll see
Right.
you at
Take
Morgan's.
care, everybody.
Go to Morgan's, and thank you, my lovely co-host.
It was fun.
Thank you.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
I'm glad you guys had fun. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.